Hi, Kyra. Hi,
Hi.
everyone. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Corey. We're so excited to be here with you all again.
Yeah.
So, Kyra, for this conversation, we would love to explore what it really means to anchor your higher self embodiment into your everyday life activities, that some people might consider mundane. So, really, it's like all of the things that Isis teaches us within the Sophia Code or within her chapter. And so, we did have a question come in from a community member who identifies with the priestess archetype, but
Hmm.
she does mention that this might really serve the collective. And so, before we ask her question, we would like you to speak to those of our community who may not be familiar with the term high priest or priestess.
Ooh, wow. Okay. So the high priestess, right? It's an archetype that's ancient. It's been around for centuries, for thousands of years, actually. And the archetype of the high priestess is, it's always connected to the oracular arts. Ooh, the wind just picked up. Intuition, psychic gifts, being a spokesperson for the community, for the spiritual well-being, someone who receives visions or dreams about the future to help steer the community's well-being, or even the prophetic changes that need to happen for a community. Um, she she is familiar and trained, highly trained in certain temple keeping art forms, but she also understands, the high priestess archetype also understands that all of your training is in service to your intuition, because life is always presenting us unexpected opportunities that have never existed before to show up in our leadership, to show up as healers, to show up as guides for others. So the high priestess always keeps that third eye intuition very present in her leadership. The high priestess is also, uh, she's not just a priestess, she's a high priestess. So what is that part pointing to? High priestess, that's a title. It's a job title, really. What it's saying is like, I'm not just committed to several aspects of well-being for the temple or for the community. I'm committed to living this entirely in every aspect of my life, which really ties back into where this question began. And so, if a priestess is practicing in a temple space, how to tend an altar, how to make offerings, how to channel a message, how to sweep the temple floors and pray, or clean while meditating on Sanskrit. These are ways that in ancient times we were initiated. Like, it wasn't just about cleaning the floor, it was about cleaning your mind, cleaning the energy of the temple while you were cleaning a temple floor. So it's like a priestess might have to learn many, many different art forms of space clearing and oracular channeling and spiritual leadership and ministry and healing techniques for their community over an arc of time. But a high priestess has learned how to master all of those things, so much so that she becomes an embodiment of the divine feminine. She becomes an embodiment of the divine mother principles, and she becomes a resource of inspiration and support for others. And she also understands that this position that she's in means that she has to live a very transparent life. That there's no difference between her public ministry and what's happening behind closed doors. Now, I say that in the sense of, she needs to be good in her heart, not based on the judgments of others, but in her heart, with her relationship with everything in her life: money, sex, partnership, children, family, creativity, even how she's, creating her home and her sacred spaces. It's like, how, if she's in alignment with her most authentic expression in all of those areas of her life, she's living the path of the high priestess. So it's not about putting some sort of religious pedestal energy on this. The high priestess is just constantly in a biofeedback dynamic with life of like, am I living the truth that I'm asking others to live in? Am I living true to my heart and true to my principles? And knowing what your principles are. And because the high priestess is so psychic, she's really in tune with the principles of life, magic, and God consciousness that become her inner barometer, her inner guidance system.